All right. Hi, everyone. I am looking forward to doing 10 minutes of Pilates, Pilates-based ab work, and 10 minutes of stretching, which is going to incorporate the entire body. And when I say Pilates ab work, of course, it's not just abdominals, because when we think of the core, we tend to only think of the abdomen. But of course, the bigger frame of reference is the core involves the abs in the front, the back of the abdominals, which is the spine, and the pelvic floor piece. So let's get right to it. What you'll need today is a yoga block or something similar like it. Maybe even a firm pillow or a book can be really good. Nothing too heavy, so these yoga blocks are kind of great for that. Also, a magic circle is a great option, or if you have the physio ball, like a small squishy ball, that's also a great option. You'll need a yoga strap and or a dog leash or a bathrobe tie, and a nice big beach towel, which I have folded up in half. All right, so here's the whole towel, and so here's the half. Here's half again, right? Oh, and then from this position, I recommend folding it in thirds, and then we'll fold it one more time in a half. So it will look like a nice kind of girthy pillow or support. Pillows are great, sometimes they're just a little bit squishy. So put that aside, we're not gonna use it right now. Let's get right to our abdominal work. So you're gonna lie back on your back, and you can take your block, whatever you have, or your ball, place it between your inner thighs all the way close to your pubic bone. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, I want you to squeeze the block. And as you're squeezing the block, literally visualize both sides of your pelvic canal closing shut in the front, not at the buttocks, so not at the rectum, but in the front, in the anterior. You're gonna close and release on the open inhale. Exhale, close. So we're heating up those low abs. Inhale, release. Exhale, close. Inhale, release. Exhale, close. Two more. Inhale, release. Exhale, close. Last one, release. Exhale, close. We're going to keep that close and just flat back here and back through neutral and arch and back through neutral. As I flatten my back, I'm feeling the space behind my belly button press as I continue to squeeze that block or pillow or ball. Inhale, back through neutral and arch and back through neutral. One more time, flat back, back through neutral and arch and back to neutral. Maintain that neutral pelvis, so make a point to make sure that your two hip bones and your pubic bone are in a relatively flat plane. Don't allow the small of your back to flatten completely. If you have low back issues, you can tuck a little pillow back there, a little towel to protect the curvature of the low back. Interlace the fingers at the base of the skull. Exhale and curl it up. One. So every curl that I'm doing with my upper rib cage connection, I am squeezing the block, activating those low and middle abdominals, and inhale, lie back. While we can segment the abdominals, keep going while I'm talking, you want to feel them working as a unit. So low abs, mid abs, upper abs. Inhale, lie back. Three more. Three. Exhale. Two. And last one. One. And lie back. From here, bring your legs up to tabletop. If your back is feeling a little bit tender, just go ahead and keep your feet down and do another set the way we did. Otherwise, squeeze the block. Curl up. One, taking it a little bit higher in muscle intensity. Two. Low abs, mid abs, upper abs. Three. And four. Five. And I'm lengthening through the crown of my head, so I'm not trying to think of a crunch per se. I'm really stretching and engaging at the same time. 8, 9, last one, pelvic floor deep abs, 10, and bring it down. All right, so this one is going to be a reverse curl. These are hard, they're challenging, but of course we can always segment it. You're going to feel that gentle arch of your back become flat, just like we were doing the flat back a moment ago. This is a preparation for rollover, so this is a great abdominal contraction. Exhale, and I'm curling. So notice I'm not moving my knees, and I still have the block between my legs. My knees are not the driver. It's my pelvic position flattening, hollowing and scooping, and bring it back to neutral. Exhale, hollow scoop, imprint, pressing the bones of my back against the mat and back through neutral. 5 more. 5. Try to relax your shoulders, energy out through your fingertips. 4. To neutral. Exhale. 3. And neutral. And 2. And neutral. And last one. And back to neutral. Good job. You definitely should have felt that in your abdominals. If you want to take it all the way up and over into a rollover, now would be the time to do it because you've already warmed up your lower abdominals. Otherwise, which I will take us there another time in another video, but right now I want to put the block under my foot. So again, you can substitute this for a firm pillow or a firm blanket. Push down into the block. I've got my left foot on the floor, right foot on the yoga block. The legs are lined up with each other, and I'm going to press down into the block and down into my foot that's on the floor, both imprinting, but I am feeling the extra attention and effort in the back of my right thigh. And I'm going to bring up that left leg all the way up so that my knee is close to my chest, but I'm maintaining my neutral pelvis. And I'm going to tap that foot down and exhale 2 and down. Exhale 3 and down. Easy neck and shoulders. 4. If I want to challenge myself, I bring my arms up. 5 and I bring that down and coming down in neutral. Arms are down again. Inhale as you exhale, coming up in neutral. You don't have to come high. As a matter of fact, not much higher than the bra strap or heart rate monitor. And this time it's a low hover. So I am barely lifting my left leg off the floor. 2. And if you were to see, I'll do it on this side, just up to the height of the block. 3, 4. So really challenging my stabilizers. Last one. 5. And bring that down. And this time curl the pubic bone and roll down. Last bridge. Inhale. Exhale. Come up into that neutral bridge, pressing down into your right foot, lifting up that left leg. Extend the leg. Nice big flex foot as we take it down. If you want to take it lower and up, you're welcome to. Otherwise, just bring it to the thigh. And 2. Easy neck and shoulders again. Level of degree to difficulty. 3 and up. Don't move those hip bones. 4 and last one. 5 and up. Bend the knees. Step it down and roll down. Hollow and scoop. Let's change sides. So now I'm sliding that block over under my left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral bridge. First ones we did. 1. Neutral means I'm not curling, right? I'm in a nice long position from my head out through my tail. Long diagonal line. 3. Again, if you want to keep your hands up for the whole series, you're welcome to. 4. 5. Bring it down. Coming down in neutral. So my spine is staying in one long line. Inhale. Exhale. And I'm going to neutral up again. This time it's a tiny hover. 1 and 2. Really emphasize the left foot. 3. Don't push it away or pull it towards you. Just step down. 4. Last one. 5. Bring the foot down and roll down this time. 1 vertebra at a time, opening up that low back. Last variation. Neutral bridge up. Bring this leg up. Kick it to the sky. Flex the foot and either bring it down all the way or just to the height of your left knee. 2, 3. Keeping my hips really stable. 4, making my core working. 5, and bring it down. And roll down this time. 1 vertebra at a time. Nice. All right. So from here, let's move this out of the way. We're going to stretch the right leg in a nice long straight position. interlace your fingers at the base of the skull. As you exhale, you're gonna curl up. So being in this position makes it more difficult for you to tuck or arch, right? This leg helps you kind of stay in neutral. So this is a great way to practice feeling what neutral pelvis and spine feels like. 3, 4, 5, hold it, reach those fingertips, and 50 of the hundreds. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's bothering your neck, you just breathe here and 2 more rounds. Notice the abdominals rising on the inhale and exhale, falling on that exhale. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you curl up just a tiny bit higher and lie back down? Nice. Changing legs. So now I've got left leg long, right knee bent. Inhale. Exhale, energize through those fingers. Good. Keep that pelvis neutral. And inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2. I'm trying to stay up above my shoulder blades. And 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good for us. And lie back. Good. Open those arms out to a T. Nicely done. And we're going to come all the way up. All right. So from this position, let's go right into a plank position. We're going to hover in plank. And using our abdominals, we're going to hold that pelvic bowl up. It's going to curl itself, the pubic bone, towards the head ever so slightly, and really put attention on pressing the elbows into the mat. We're going to hold here for 3 big breaths. Inhale, exhale, fire up those low abs. 2 more breaths. Last big breath. Place the knees down. Bring your hands flat underneath your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Press yourself up into your Pilates inverted V. But use the abs that you found in plank. Those abdominal muscles are really important to stabilize your spine, especially as your organs are kind of falling towards the floor. So you pull those organs into the front of your body. And then we're going to exhale, come forward. Gentle knee bend as we sit back. Press forward into plank. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. So this is like a variation of long stretch on the reformer. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Inhale, push in through those arms. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Last one. Inhale, bend. Keep your spine as parallel to the floor as you can. Forward. Inhale, lift and reach. And exhale, forward into plank. Come on back into this Pilates inverted V. Widen your feet a little bit more. And 1 more variation here. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring right hand to left ankle twist. Scooping those abs. And place that hand down. And change other side. I always notice myself when I'm teaching lots of classes, I end up picking 1 or 2 that are a favorite for a week or 2 because they just feel so good, or they have something to teach me in my body. And it's like I go back to revisit them, either because I really love the way they feel, like this one, or I haven't quite totally mastered something in there. So this may be one of those for you where you're realizing like, gosh, I can feel the stretch, but how do I keep my abs engaged as I'm doing this? How is it able to stay out of my shoulders and go into my abs? So explore that option, pulling those abs in and up, and then coming down. All right, nicely done. So now we're gonna shift gears, taking ourselves to the stretch. We did hamstring, so we are gonna definitely be doing a hamstring stretch. But right now I'd like to work on that upper back extension a little bit. So I'm going to encourage you to take your towel, maybe unfold it so that it's just one long tube. And depending on your comfort and what feels good for your body, you're going to place the towel at the bottom of the bra strap there. And as you roll back, I'm going to say bra strap, but really we know it's right at the bottom of the shoulder blade. So the top edge of my towel is at the bottom of my shoulder blade, and I'm opening my arms out. So this is a really wonderful chest opener. If we were in yoga class, we would call this a heart opener. And just the ability for the body to, after hours and hours of sitting, probably looking at our screens and or walking, doing all those kind of forward movements, this is a gentle way to go into a back bend that can be very safe. If this feels too high or bothers your back at all, go ahead and lower it down. For some people, just lying flat on the floor with their arms extended out is plenty of a chest opener and plenty of a back arch. So everybody's body is different. We're going to breathe here 2 more breaths. My legs are relaxed and long. Simple yet so effective. 1 more breath. And I'm breathing into my whole body. Good. So as we're doing our stretches here, I do want you to be aware of your physical alignment, but I also want you to encourage some of your belly breathing, right? Some of the breath that comes through the body that brings us into a little bit more of a meditative state, because we're kind of in the cool down right now. So when you're stretching, encourage your body to do that. All right, so I'm going to reach my arms all the way overhead, and I can feel a nice big stretch across my abdomen. If this bothers your back, just reach your arms out to the sides. I'm going to do arm circles here. I'm going to circle my arms down to my hips, reach them up overhead, and feel how my shoulder blades travel down onto that towel. And then I'm going to circle my arms out and around. And again, inhaling up and over. Belly breathing it all. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. So this is your cool down and your stretch. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go the other way. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shoulders and shoulder blades travel down before I even lift my arms off the floor. Inhale, circle around and up. Exhale. And 2 more. Inhale, around and up. Exhaling down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then I'm going to open my arms out to those goalpost arms. And again, 3 big breaths here. Simple and yet totally effective. Feeling my shoulder blades not pinching together on my back, but rather just resting in this position as my pectoral muscles allow my body to fall into this shape. And I'm going to be here for 2 more breaths. And last big breath. Okay, so bend your knees and please don't pop up, but rather roll over to one side and just hang out here for a breath or 2. And then gently come all the way up. Okay, so next, you're going to take your blanket or your towel, you're going to fold it in thirds, kind of on that narrow aspect. So it will look something like this. Okay, yeah. And I'm going to lie with my right side, it'll be your left side, down, right? And it's right on my ribs, right? Again, right in line with where the heart rate monitor would be. It's like the biggest portion of the curvature of the rib cage. And I'm gonna put my head down on the towel, on my arm. Notice my bottom knee is bent, my top leg is straight, and I'm reaching my arm overhead. So again, this is another one of those really yummy stretches that I do, and I find myself craving, definitely weekly, and I find myself kind of circling back to this stretch. So I'm reaching my top arm, and I'm reaching through my top leg, and my top leg is reaching all the way off my mat, reaching to the wall that is facing my foot. and my hand is reaching all the way to the wall that is facing my hand, and I'm breathing into that space, opening it like elastic. One more breath here. Exhale. And then I just let that go. If this feels really good for you, you want to just pause and stay here. You are welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. Make sure it doesn't hurt your arm or shoulder girdle, but just the mere position of this is opening up the side ribs in a way that we normally do not get that stretch. And then you press up when you're ready. So it's a passive stretch when you're just lying there, active when we're reaching those edges away from each other. And let's go to the other side. Okay, so I am on my left side, you will be on your right side, and here I am. Again, right at that bra strap area. Bottom arm is nice and long, top arm is reaching, and my bottom knee is in a 90-degree angle approximately to my hip, and I'm stretching through that top leg. Oh, that feels so good. And then that top arm is stretching away. And I'm inhaling as I breathe. Exhale as I reach. Inhale as I breathe. Exhale as I reach. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. And again, if you would like to stay here and just pause the video and allow your body to just be here, often I will just ask clients to stay in this position and open up those side ribs. I notice for myself that I definitely have a tendency to side bend to one side, so I'm going to open up the side that I am typically short and bent on, and it allows my body to gain some space in an otherwise shortened time. All right, so we're going to carefully come up, and let's finish with just a little bit of hamstring stretches. I like to do my hamstring stretches with a little bit more mobility and more motion, not just static. Static is really wonderful too, don't get me wrong. However, I find that I'm doing a lot of sitting and standing and or walking. So instead of starting in a straight leg hamstring, I'm going to start with my right leg straight up to the sky, but I'm going to go right into a knee bend, and that knee bend is going to be my right knee going to my right armpit. And it's kind of everything is over to the right side as I'm keeping my left hip down, and then I press and reach. So I exhale as I bend, inhale as I reach, two more, exhale as I bend, inhale as I reach, one more, exhale, inhale, reach, and then cross across the midline. It doesn't need to be huge to be effective. And then open to the right side and come across over to the left and right. And I can feel all the different striations of my hamstring muscles. And one more across and over to the right, and bring that back up. Other side. So now I'm going to place my left foot into the strap, right leg down and long. Same intention here. It's not just going to be static, although if you feel like that's what you're needing today, go for it. We're going to inhale, bend. Notice my knee coming in towards my armpit. Exhale, press. So inhale, bend. I'm changing the breathing pattern. Exhale. And see if you can kind of feel that whole pelvic half on that left side, including where the femur attaches, the thigh bone attaches. Just kind of get some space in there. Right? Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. All right, now we're going to go over to the right, out to the left. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And I'm feeling all the different angles of my hamstring. I have a micro tear on my left side hamstring. Sometimes it feels like a macro tear. And I notice that I don't totally access that hamstring unless I kind of choose different angles. And one more. And Awesome. We're gonna stay up to the sky, give that heel a nice big reach, and then bring that leg in. Okay, so that's it for today. You guys did great. I know I feel like I've given myself just a little dose, a little shot of some good core strength, some flexibility, mobility in the hips, and even some shoulder girdle strengthening. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye.